Welcome to Clutch Pumper. First, this video is a request from Tyler of the everide channel. If you don't know him, check his channel out. So this is the reason why this video is in English. Sorry for my upcoming mistakes, I'm not a native speaker. When did adventure motorcycling initially catch your eye? When I was looking for my first new bike, I realized it's kinda hard to find a bike for my size. So I'm almost 2 meters tall. So I was looking for some adventure motorcycles or enduros or something like that, because they were really high. I came across the BMW F800 GS. It's the tallest bike they made and it fit very good in my opinion. And yeah, so I bought a new enduro motorcycle. A couple of weeks later my dealer invited me to an enduro training. And yeah, I took part of it and it was amazing. It was one of the best motorcycle experience I had so far. Why do you ride? What feelings does it bring to you personally? Yeah, so after work it's the best way to come down, relax and enjoy the landscape, the ride. So yeah, I really like it. And when I ride, I just focus on the ride. I forget everything around, and yeah, it's kinda vacation for the brain or for the mind, if you know what I mean. What qualifies a ride as an adventure? It's freedom. You can decide where you wanna go, left or right, Italy, France, whatever you want. And the key thing is you don't need a plan, or you don't have to have a plan. The real adventure starts if you have some problems, like your bike will break down or you run out of gas or whatever and you need to talk to some locals. And yeah, so you will meet some people, make friends, they will help you, or if you can't find someone, you will fix your bike with duct tape, zip ties and some WD-40. It should hold at least a couple of kilometers. These are the things you will remember later. What are your thoughts on the lightweight adventure motorcycles versus heavier, more traditional adventure bikes? I own both. I have a BMW F800 GS. It's my all-day ride bike. And a Husqvarna TE 450. It's just my sporty adventure fun bike. I love to ride my GS on the road and on light off-road trails. So in my opinion it's the classical adventure bike. You can travel around the world with the BMW GS or just ride to your work. So I really like this bike. But I also got the Husqvarna TE 450, I think. Yeah, and this is the really funny lightweight around 100 kilograms sport bike, and yeah, it's pure fun. You can have so much fun with it, and yeah, I think everyone should buy one. It's awesome. At least here in Germany you can only use it for a day tour or you have to carry it on a trailer, because it's everywhere around illegal to ride off-road in Germany. So if you live here you have to travel with your bike in your car or whatever to another country and yeah, have fun there. Otherwise you can join a off-road motorcycle club like me and play around there. So for this thing it's quite handy and funny. But I think you have the real freedom to ride where you want in Utah. So if I have the money I will come and visit you, and otherwise I have to ride it here around. But it's also fun. What are some dangers that can come with adventure riding? As a not so experienced rider, you shouldn't ride alone in my opinion, because if you have a breakdown, you fall, whatever, you're in big trouble. I think here in Europe someone will find you within 2 days, but in Utah it's worse. So if you ride alone, just ride things you can handle and don't do the high skill stuff. Watch very riding and take care. What do you think of the demographic towards adventure riders? Generally, adventure riding is for older people. Is this true or false? I think it's not a matter of age, it's a matter of money. If you already have a bike, and if you have the money for traveling, like for the gas and food and whatever, and if you have the opportunity to leave your job behind and stay away for a couple of weeks or even months, then you have to do it. So in short, no. I think everyone can ride his or her adventure. Would you ever consider going on a cross-continental adventure tour if funding wasn't an issue? Yes, definitely. I would love to do that. It's the thing #1 on my bucket list. So, yes. What are some of the essential costs that you may incur when looking to get into adventure riding? In my opinion, just your basic gear that you already have. So, a helm, a bike, your insurance, some boots, some gloves, textile jacket and pants. A waterproof bag is also a good idea, and maybe if you have the money, a suitcase or maybe two. And yeah, basically that's it. Also a good idea is to carry some tools around for the basic repair, and duct tape, zip tie, WD-40 and some motor oil, and yeah, should be enough. If there was one key destination or route that you think most adventure riders should ride or go to, what do you think it should be? Yeah, in my case, I'm from Europe, so I would go to the Ligurian Frontier Road. I heard it should be the most interesting, beautiful off-road road around here. The difficulty of the road will change every year, so I don't know how hard it will be, but maybe if I can afford it, I will be there next year. Finally, is the adventure motorcycling progressing or moving forward? Or do you think we're staying stagnant or even digressing? I think in Europe it's progressing, kind of. Almost every second motorcycle around here is an BMW GS, so we have a lot of off-road motorcycles. But only maybe 10% or less ride it the way it should. So I think maybe for real 5% will use it off-road. Also these riders will push the off-road market here. And if BMW will sell more and more GS's, another companies like Honda or Yamaha or whatever will also bring another very interesting off-road bikes, I hope. So yeah, I think it's getting better, but not really fast. One very important thing here in Europe is off-road riding is illegal in almost every single country in Europe. And as you imagine, this is not the best thing for the off-road market for motorcycles. So, that's it for now. I hope you like it. And if you also want to see some other off-road and on-road movies from me, it's available on my channel. At the moment only in German, but with English subtitles. If you want to see my movies in English, just write it in the comments and I will translate them soon. Thanks for watching, your Clutch Pumper.